Charlotte Hawkins halted ITV's Good Morning Britain to deliver breaking news, and it isn't looking good for Trump. Presenter Charlotte Hawkins delivered a huge blow to Donald Trump as she made a breaking news announcement on Good Morning Britain on Wednesday. She shared that despite the president ordering thousands of National Guard troops and Marines to put a stop to the riots in Los Angeles, the chaos is now spilling out into other states. The 50-year-old host shared some breaking news now. In the last few hours, an emergency curfew has come into effect in central Los Angeles. Violent protests there have now spread to other cities in the United States, despite U.S. President Donald Trump ordering thousands of National Guard troops and Marines to quell the trouble. She went on to explain that activists have been holding protests against controversial immigration raids in New York, Chicago, Dallas, and Atlanta, with more planned. The presenter then passed the report over to Noel Phillips, who was live in the midst of it in Los Angeles. Charlotte asked the U.S. correspondent if the curfew was working, with him replying, "Well, Charlotte, despite that emergency curfew coming into effect just over 2 hours ago, there is still a small number of protesters defying the order." He then showed some police officers behind him, explaining that they are detaining anyone in the curfew zone, who should not be on the streets. Noel continued, "President Trump has said that if this turmoil continues, then he will take further action to get a grip on what he is calling an invasion by foreign migrants." The curfew was announced by Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass. She said that the curfew will be enforced from 8 p.m. local time on Tuesday to 6 a.m. Anyone who breaks the curfew will be arrested, Bass warned. Residents, people who are homeless, those traveling to and from work, credited media as well as public safety and emergency personnel, will be exempt from the curfew. She has vowed to pursue vandals and looters to the fullest extent of the law after more stores were looted on Monday. Ms. Bass said graffiti is everywhere, with significant damage to properties as a result of the protests. Jim McDonnell, the chief of the Los Angeles Police Department, described the curfew as a necessary measure to protect lives as unlawful and dangerous behavior had been escalating in the last few days.